having fun and trying new connections are common goals of dating in your 20s. But things shift after you hit the big 30. Many women, particularly those in their 30s and beyond, long for a relationship that is more committed, which is represented by the ring on the finger. At the same time, males are starting to realize that this might not be the right choice for them too. Although many women long to start a family and possess their own home, many guys still don't know what they want out of life. Being single allows males to keep their expenses down, take on fewer obligations, and not have to worry about paying alimony or child support. Many guys nowadays are less interested in long-term partnerships and more into one-night stands. A gender gap has emerged as a result of this change, since some women are struggling to stay up. A feeling of disappointment has set in due to the abundance of articles about divorce and its detrimental effects on males. Perhaps others have been through it themselves, and that has left them despondent or confused about the nuances of relationships. When it comes to dating, there's a fine line to walk between being too set in one's ways and running away at the first sign of trouble, and being open enough to change with a partner to become the people they'll need in the future when their kids are grown and gone. Because your body and mind may not be able to keep up with every promise you make as you get older, this process can be particularly exasperating. Looking at many males who have gone through a divorce, who are usually between the ages of 30 and 45, you can tell they're tough and unflappable on the outside, but you can also feel their resentment and anger on the inside. When people are in their 30s, they've been through a lot and have developed filters to help them choose a good companion. You can tell it's more than just appearances, apart from the ability to spot telltale signals like insane vibes and wild eyes. As people become more aware of the dangers of depending on temporary spikes of dopamine, trust takes longer to develop. As opposed to dating, why do guys prefer hookups? First of all, it's supposed to be safer. Another issue is the general belief that women after the age of 28, who are sarcastically called post-wall, are less attractive because of the negative connotations associated with a perceived physical decline. Young adults, those between the ages of 18 and 28, in today's dating landscape frequently try new things and have casual relationships. Going out with friends and having random encounters could be more important to some people. Having said that, some people take the search for a life mate and eventual marriage more seriously around the 25-year-old mark. Curiously, they usually wind up with partners who are a little bit older, usually between the ages of 28 and 32. However, problems might start popping up, and divorces are more common beyond the age of 30. Some research has even found a link between a woman's marital stability and the amount of partners she has had, suggesting that having more companions could make a marriage less stable overall. The typical age range for a woman's peak performance is 18-24, while some claim it's more concentrated between 20 and 22. During this time, ladies are the center of attention, often get free drinks and other perks, and they may even have sponsors or sugar daddies. As a result of all the attention they receive, they may develop an inflated sense of self-importance, which can last far into adulthood. Nonetheless, if a woman feels she doesn't measure up to societal beauty standards between the ages of 25 and 30, she may experience a radical transformation toward militant feminism. During this time, you can see a shift in style toward things like hair coloring and shaving, as well as a generalization about men being trash. At the same time, some women may settle for the beta male they turned down when they were younger out of desperation. A popular term for this occurrence is alpha fucks, beta bucks. For some women, finding an alpha spouse becomes a priority between the ages of 18 and 24. Nevertheless, if they are unable to obtain one by a specific date, they might start interested in beta males who seem to have everything sorted out in their lives. While the more stereotypically characterized Chads and Tyrones go in various directions, these beta guys regularly have steady work and are advancing in their corporate careers. The apparent rise in cuckoldry, in which women married to beta partners seek extra sexual satisfaction from bulls on the side, may be at least partially explained by the transactional nature of some relationships with beta men. I don't care how much money a man has. I think he should never get married without a strong prenuptial agreement. Many people believe that men should rush into marriage when they are in their mid-20s or older, and that they should do it quickly. I think a guy should give himself 8 years to figure out what he wants out of life and evaluate a possible spouse carefully before committing to marriage. Many guys choose to stay single after seeing the problems that might arise from marriage. According to recent reports, the average American woman now stands at 5 feet 4 inches and weighs 168 pounds, which is larger than the average guy in 1960. Nowadays, men tend to place a premium on outward appearances and admire traits like femininity, cooperation, and athleticism, all of which not all women necessarily exhibit to their full potential. A lot of guys probably wouldn't choose you if you were big and bossy. Unmarried women with children were particularly stigmatized by the stigma of divorce in bygone times. Nevertheless, divorce has grown increasingly prevalent in modern times, with an unexpected shift toward women filing for divorces, even though they are typically the ones who first push for marriage. Women start the divorce process in an astonishing 70% of cases. Marriage has traditionally taken place when a person is in their late teens or early 20s, but nowadays more and more women are getting hitched in their late 20s, and males are delaying until they are nearly 30. At this point in their lives, most men have moved on from being hormone-fueled wild party animals to being career-focused. They are wary of committing because they have heard or seen Mollies go through divorce with heavy financial losses, custody fights, and emotional scars. All relationships have their ups and downs, and men nowadays are far more cognizant of the dangers that come with them. There are noticeable shifts in the dating scene when males hit their 30s. There is a dramatic decline in the number of healthy, childless women available. Even though it's not meant to be judgmental, a man who isn't a biological father may not see having children as a positive thing. Since having children adds another layer of complexity to a relationship, men aren't typically looking to date single mothers. Men are aware that a woman's priority lie with her children and herself. If he manages to get third position, he is considered lucky. Over the last 60 years, there has been little change to the essentials of what men desire in women. Although males have also gone through physical changes, they are still mostly evaluated by their appearances and their capacity to contribute, while women are still subject to assessments based on their looks. And that concludes today's discussion on MGTOW voice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.